All right. Test one, two, three. Test one, two, three. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? And hello. It's always three of them. Welcome to the stream. My name is Darshin, aka Ayoshi96, and welcome to the stream. After the rest of the music is playing for us for our featured characters today, I'll go ahead and reiterate what this series is for anybody just coming into the series. First and foremost, this is a redo of my part 5, if you didn't already see in the title. We did first do this episode on Monday, but because we were just so unbelievably tired, we were falling asleep on the stream. You can see it in the face cam, you could see it in the gameplay where I was dying, where I definitely wouldn't have died normally, and it just was not that great overall in terms of that. Howdy Alpha, you made it. Welcome to the stream. Life is good. I got a good first of all, I had good sleep last night, so that's, you know, what is really important. And we got a good nap today, so we were able to have enough energy. And it is an hour after I originally did put the time of 5 p.m., but I have definitely made it. I've definitely had worse starts to where it was like 2+ hours after the initial start, the initial start proposal. So we're here, we're on time, so we're gonna be doing this, and of course later on this evening we're gonna be playing some more Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. So I'm really excited about that as well. But I'm excited to get this part of Smash Legacy going. Forgot to put the game thingy, by the way. Oh, I got you. Oh, did I? Is it saying just chatting? Oh, I did. Thank you. Done. All right, gotcha. Yeah, there was nothing there. Thank you. Thank you for catching that. There we go. All right, Smash Ultimate is there, and we should be found that way. Let's go ahead and put the overlay up on here, shall we? All right. Oh boy, that lighting. Boy, that lighting. I think I have to actually update that. It's got the date. But perfect timing that it put itself back to the first song, and I'll repeat it so it's there. But window light, yeah, window light peeking through. But that date is wrong at the moment. I'm gonna be working in the background to fix that. But while I am doing that, to people who are not familiar with the series, or maybe just or you know, are new around here, Super Smash Bros. Legacy is basically my Smash Ultimate Marathon series, where we're looking at the entire roster of characters, and we're giving spotlights to all the characters per part. The first 2 episodes were dedicated to Smash 64, where we did the original 8 in the first episode, which was actually a pretty long one, thinking back on it. And then it was the first unlockables, which were 4 characters for part 2. You know, your Ness, your Captain Falcon, your Luigi, your Jigglypuff. Part 3 was where we started covering the Melee newcomers, the base roster, which was Peach, Bowser, Ice Climber, Zelda, and Sheik. And then part 4, which was the last one, where we covered the first batch of unlockable characters in Smash Bros. Melee, which were I got this, guys, I promise. Dr. Mario, Pichu, Falco, and Marth. It's 4. That's the 4. I did it. I did it off memory. Yes, it was Dr. Mario, Pichu, Falco, and Marth. And now we're covering 5 characters, which are the latter parts of the unlockable characters in Smash Bros. Melee, and it is the where are things here? Legacy. There we go. And I could have swore I already updated it, but maybe I did not. All right, so the Photoshop file is somewhere. Please? Is this it? Yes. Not to get too off track. Apologize, guys. But yeah. Today's episode is gonna be featuring Young Link, Ganondorf, Mewtwo, Roy, and Mr. Game & Watch to cap off the Melee unlockable characters. Also, heart for me, thank you. Ocarina of Time. Yes, this is an Ocarina of Time track. It's a remix, but it is in fact representing a young Link, which segues me into that. The music selection for each character. This is the song that plays when we're unlocking Young Link in Melee, so that's why I immediately thought of this song. And like when I was going through the tracks to get this compilation, get this playlist together for this part, this was just the de facto song. It's where we first saw Young Link in Smash Brothers, and this is just, it just really represents the era of Zelda. I think Young Link only really appears in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and I think from there, it's Toon Link for Wind Waker, and then, well, I guess Young Link can be represented from the original games, like the OG, like Legend of Zelda, the top-down games. So like the OG games, like the NES, Super NES, and N64, that can be attributed to Young Link, as far as I can tell, because I'm not really a big Zelda person yet. At least I've never really gotten into the series personally. But I would think that would be what represents Young Link the best. The original games, and then the N64 titles, and then after like what we have with Wind Waker, that could be attributed to, Toon Link. Like those games, the Triforce games on like the Game Boy Advance, DS, etc. And then when we get to games where we see a more modern Link nowadays, your Skyward Sword, your Twilight Princess. That could be, like that is what the Link we have today, which makes me think that the Link that we had in the first place, I mean, one of those games had something to do with time travel, right? Between Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, because how could we have had an adult Link if the hero of time was always looked like they were like chibi and small looking? I just thought of that. How did we have a grown Link? If we never really even saw like an older Link until later. This is coming from This is coming from somebody who's outside of Zelda, who has not played any Zelda games outside of a few minutes of of Breath of the Wild. So forgive me. But Alpha's saying rip for me tomorrow because I have to babysit my nieces early in the morning. Oh, not early in the morning, especially. Oh no, man! From the Song of Time. Is that what this is? Oh, is that what plays? Like he. Because I know that I know a big part of Zelda is things with time and like having some sort of like timeline. So, and he is literally called the hero of time, right? So that would make sense. Okay, I forgot to change the date on this. That's what's wrong here. I did change the date on my Paper Mario one, but I just didn't change the date on this overlay specifically, so forgive me guys. We're getting things corrected right this second. Just gotta hit export and it should save over it, and we should be having the proper date be on here. It's going to the wrong folder. Super Smash Brothers content, there we go. And then Smash Brothers Legacy, and then we got the overlay template, and then we save over it. And a booyah. Alright, that should update. And now we are good. Yeah. There it is. It flickered a little bit, but we're here. Alrighty. So, that is Zelda. Excuse me. That is Young Link representing Legend of Zelda. So, our next track, where we have Death Mountain. I didn't really know. Did you get a haircut, Yoshi? No, I didn't. But, like, I've been getting in a better habit of like properly shampooing my hair, so like I don't feel as bad about like not having a hat. It is dry, but before that I didn't want to like put a hat on to like make the hat wet. But I just felt like not wearing a hat. Hair looks a little different. Yeah, like I said, I've been actually maintaining it a bit more, thankfully. So thankfully we're not all scuffed like we were last week. But anyway, Ganondorf. I know that he's the villain of the Zelda series. That's about all I know. I didn't really know what track to think of for putting here for Ganondorf to represent him. I can't remember what track played when we fought against Ganondorf in Melee. We might actually like look at that later on together on YouTube just to kind of get that filled in. Or we'll just hear what song that plays for the Ganondorf at the end of his classic mode run, because we never did get that far, guys. I think we did. Did we ever finish Ganondorf's route? You left off on Ganondorf, so you gotta do Mewtwo next. Then you dozed off. So we did finish Ganondorf's route. I did. I must have barely finished it. I don't remember what song played for Ganondorf at the end. I really don't. So I could do Mewtwo next. We are gonna do do everybody from the beginning though. I want to give everybody their proper spotlights again. You remember I did? Okay, well thank you for that then. I'm not sure if I'll include both parts in the final playlist for this series. Like if I'll put both the sleepy part 5 and this part 5. I don't know. We'll see. You dozed off while looking at your rewards too. Oh, I did, huh? Oh, that's funny. Alright, but anyway. That is Ganondorf, because I really don't know what else to say about Ganondorf's song selection. This just seemed like the most fitting track. It has a foreboding beginning, and then it picks up a lot, and it has a lot of Link's hero motif in the music, so I feel like that was a good selection. So the next one being Mewtwo. This track I picked ever since the week before last. As far as sorry, I noticed something outside. But as far as thoughts come back, Mewtwo's track, I didn't know what to pick for him at first because like the OG track for Pikachu and then the Gold and Silver for Pichu last time. But this one has like a really good rounded mix of having these songs that sound really upbeat and kind of have this, you know, you've reached the end of this obstacle feel that I really felt like it fit Mewtwo pretty well, because Mewtwo is of course a legendary Pokemon. We encounter him at the end of Pokemon Red and Blue after you beat the Elite Four, and you would come back to I think after you come back to the to Victory Road. I'm pretty sure it's like a certain part that you counter Mewtwo. So this track being an amalgamation of like it's a remix first of all. I think this track originally played for Pokefloats, if I'm not mistaken, in Melee. So that's even more of a reason for this to be a track fitting for Mewtwo. I think Mewtwo was like our last generation 1/2 Pokemon. Well, 1/3, I guess you should say, because then it started becoming generation 4 Pokemon from here, if I'm not mistaken, because Lucario in Brawl. But as far as focusing on Melee though, was it Cerulean Cave? Thank you, Preston. I think it was Cerulean Cave that Mewtwo would appear in. Not the cave at the end of Victory Road. Cerulean Cave. That sounds more right, looking back at it. So yeah, it's been a while since I've played Pokemon Yellow or Fire Red, or finished Let's Go Pikachu at all. So yeah, my memory could be foggy on that. But that is what I attached this song to with Mewtwo. Next, for Roy. Like I said last time, I cheated with this. Instead of like making it like a little challenge of picking which song I felt like I remembered the most from when they were first approaching as an unlockable character in Melee. I distinctly remember this being for Roy, but I thought I'd used it for Marth in the part beforehand, in part 4. So I was like, I wanted to do something different, but I looked up Roy being unlocked in Melee, and this is the song that comes up when we approach him. I don't know what stage they used for Roy. I feel like they used Temple, which is weird because it's a Zelda stage. But I don't. Did Fire Emblem even have their own stage in Melee? I don't even remember anymore. I don't think they did. Did they? If it was an unlockable stage, I can't remember at the moment. But this is definitely the track that plays when we first encounter Roy. And Roy, I think they debuted with the game, not actually in this track, but it was the track that was it was the game after this. Because Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light is actually the Americanized name of the first Fire Emblem game. Never played Final Fantasy? It's Fire Emblem that Roy is from. But same though, I've never played Final Fantasy. I do want to at some point. But this is the track that plays for Roy without a doubt. I knew it from memory, but I had to like just look at something from Melee footage and remind myself that I didn't use it for Marth footage. I even went back into the last playlist and I used a different song here for Marth, so that made me feel better that I did not use a repeating track. So that's Roy. And of course, the iconic flat zone tunes for Mr. Game & Watch. The name says it all. Mr. Game & Watch is who this is attached with. It's the sole representative of the Game & Watch series, Mr. Game & Watch. There was no other song that I could pick. Like literally, there's 2 tracks for Game & Watch. This one plays in the original game because the next one didn't come in until much later in Brawl. But this is the song that's attached with Mr. Game & Watch, that era of the Game & Watch games, the Game & Watch gallery, all that fun stuff. I'll talk about that once we are featuring Mr. Game & Watch in his part of the showcase. So Alpha, I know the company who made Fire Emblem is the same company who made Advance Wars. That would be Intelligent Systems. So yes, ma'am. And the same people that made Paper Mario. So that ties together really well, actually, because Paper Mario is going to be our stream later on. So let's go ahead and get into this with the first character being showcased. Yeah, Intelligent Systems are behind the first 2 Paper Mario games. I think somebody else once it was Super Paper Mario, it's somebody else. No, I think it is still them, because even if you look at Origami King, or Color Splash and Origami King, it's still Intelligent Systems. Yeah, got some trivia for you. Alright, let's change our title here. Then again, I never played Game & Watch. Ah, fair. I never played like the original Game & Watch games, but I have a Game & Watch Gallery 4 for my Game Boy Advance. So that was my first introduction to Game & Watch as a character. Alright, so but we'll be talking about Game & Watch a little later. We're gonna start off with a young Link and some Zelda talk. I don't know the name of the classic route yet. I have to look back at it again. But let's go ahead and get some trivia going and start this off with Young Link. Go into the tips to see what Nintendo themselves have to say about Young Link. So, number 1. Or excuse me, number 22? As far as the character goes. Hold on, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's gonna be off because we haven't covered Daisy or Lucina, so that's gonna be off. No problem, Alpha. Might turn this game audio down a little bit. Don't want it to overpower me. Alrighty. Let me look at this. Okay, I was right. Character number 22. Young Link. Had to look at reference for just a second. But Young Link. Origins. Young Link debuted in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, released in 1998. He lived in the Kokiri Forest until the Great Deku Tree, guardian of the forest, informs him of danger approaching Hyrule. In his series, to stop Ganondorf, the great king of evil, young Link travels with his fairy companion Navi. He pulls out the Master Sword and after a 7-year slumber emerges as the hero of time. Interesting. So, if Young Link debuted in Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, that means that the OG games, as in like The Adventure of Link, Link's Awakening, all those games, it was an adult Link, I guess. But because of the nature of the sprites back in the day, we really only saw him as like a little chibi, little small Link. So we've had adult Link since the beginning, but it was when in Ocarina of Time, something must happen that he debuts as a younger Link, and then to defeat Ganondorf, he travels with his fairy companion Navi to pull out the Master Sword, and after a 7-year slumber, he emerges as the hero of time. So like I said, the hero of time earlier. So that means, yeah, there's some time travel going on for sure. So Young Link is like canonically like what? Late teens to 20 something? 20s? 30 something maybe? Because Young Link, I don't know how old Young Link really is. If anybody wants to hop in and like give me some trivia on that, that would be appreciated. But interesting about Young Link though, we're gonna get started with the classic mode run. And I actually got the, where's my twitter.com page? I was wondering what was going on with this other YouTube tab, but let's go ahead and get this post. Alright, let's see. Host. We are live with Super Smash Brothers Legacy Part 5, featuring second half of Melee unlockable characters. Young Link, my brain's already dying. Mewtwo, Roy, I went right over again to Ganondorf. Mewtwo, Roy, and Mr. Game and Watch. Come vibe if you'd like. And if anybody just not tuning into the stream, I appreciate y'all being here. Where is the thingamabob? There we go. Super Smash Brothers folder. There we go. Alright, Legacy Part 5. Alright. See if we can get at least another person or so from our YouTube side of things. Not YouTube, excuse me. Twitter side of things. Oh god, I didn't put the link to the stream. That's what comments are for. I had one job. For whatever reason, it does not expand out to show the full Twitch, but it's fine. Alright. Back from the bathroom, what I missed? Literally nothing. I read the introduction for Young Link, and here we are. And then, alright, thank you for the alert, Russell. Gonna get some fast food. Fast food does sound good. Alright, but yes, let's go ahead and get into Young Link's Classic mode. I was asking the question of, yeah, I'm glad you didn't miss anything. I was asking the question of, if anybody knew what actual ages Young Link was when starting out as Young Link in Ocarina of Time, because from what that description, from what it looks like it's saying, is that oh wow, we're like a third of the way through these characters. It's crazy. Oh, like a fourth of it. All right, so Hyrule Smash. And I'm gonna make a challenge for myself that we're gonna do all of these on 5 difficulty. I'm feeling good. Hyrule Smash. I'm gonna just put level 5. That seems right. Alright. I don't know what age he was. That's okay. Alright, let's get it. It's not really a question I expect to get answered, but it would just be cool if I knew. Alright, here we go. Considering Young Link is one of the characters that I've been picking up recently for competitive play, I think I can reasonably do this. Alright, so Hyrule Smash, round 1. Let's go against Zelda. I'm looking at the score. Like whenever we get a hit, the scores fluctuate. I'm wondering why she's not using Ayu's Love, because that she can like reflect a lot of my kit really easily. Nope. Oh, no, you don't. That tornado is trying to come up. Oh, I tried to get it perfect. Oh, close. Assist trophy, let's go. Come on. Oh man. Why are you go down to her? Okay, hitboxes work. According to Google, people estimate Link to be about 10 years old in Ocarina of Time. Really? So then 7 years later, so he's 17? That's a tall 17-year-old. Because he becomes an adult in Ocarina of Time when, like, once he pulls the sword out, right? That man was tall. I mean, but that's coming from me, though, because, like, by the time I was probably 15 or 16, I basically had peaked at my height. Because I'm 6'5" now. I'm pretty sure I was, like, 6'3", 6'4", even at that age. But then, like, ever since I turned, like, probably, like, 21-ish. I should be done growing by this point. Cause yeah, I'll be 30 in a few years, so I'm pretty sure men stop growing once they hit like 25 at most, maybe. I don't know how that works. Oh, I wanted that so bad. Ooh. Is he dead? Ooh. Beautiful. I believe so. Except I'm 5'6". I was tall for a baby and a young girl. Ah, 5'4" is considered average height for women. Ah, gotcha. Ah, fellow tall person, huh? at least in lady standards. Alright, we're doing pretty good so far. Round 3 versus Sheik. Mama's 5. Oh, your dad's tall. 6'2"? Cause my dad's 6'3". No. My dad's the same height. 6'2". No. Right? No, I was right the first time. 6'3". My mom is 6 foot and then my dad is 6'2". So like yeah. I had no choice but to become a tall man. Let's go. Got these strings, baby. Oh, you almost got that. Come on, where you jumping at? Ooh, we almost got that combo. Ooh, we moving. Oh no. That's a good hit. It won't kill. Got him. Woohoo! He even showed me a picture of my grandmother before she shrunk from old age. Ah. Well, that was good. What's even better is that my dad has a younger brother who's 6'4". Yo! So your dad's younger brother is basically my height then. Alright, we got the... I was gonna say like Triforce Hero Squad. I'm pretty sure this is meant to represent that game. Cause it no, what game was that on the DS? It was like four different Toon Links, or like 4 different links in that style. It's Triforce Heroes, right? Unless I got the wrong thing. Oh man! Oh no, the boat! I fell through. Ah, it sucks. I won't be able to get the highest rank anymore. No, that was like a glitch, dude. Oh, Forest Sword. That makes more sense. Thank you. Yeah, Triforce Heroes was like, I think on DS as well. But Forest Swords makes a lot more sense. Welcome, Viper. Viper. You ain't gotta go about calling people names. I was like, excuse me? How you doing, Viper? I am seriously debating starting this over, to be honest, because I'm gonna get one do-over for every character, because I want to try to get the highest thing possible. Final result. Hit him on the end with a toaster. I mean, if you have one that you can throw at him in chat, sure. Calling Doorman the cuck. That don't matter. She's defending my honor. Let's see. We're just gonna put 1.5 because this is like a second attempt. And like anytime I put 0.5, that means that's our second attempt doing it. Do it when I'm in the bath so I can take a No! You would die! Good lord, Viper. Man, it's just chaotic as usual. We're gonna try to get a perfect from the start here. Oh no. It's fine. That's his triple. Oh, this is perfect. Come on, come up here. That's terrifying. You were nowhere near that. Come on, let's do this. What is this? It's his trophy. Oh, you're dead. Whew, wait, what we get hit by? That's so dumb. Out with the graduate RL toaster and throws it at Doodle through the laptop screen, yo. That's the point, man. Nah, dude. She ain't. What are we talking about? I'm going to SMH my head. I wasn't calling anybody dumb. That face though, like the face of the moon on that thingy. Yeah, Zelda. Viper, what are you saying about Zelda? All right, Young Link, Dark Young Link, Song of Storms. Good air dog. Grabbed it. Good trade. Where you going? Where you going, boy? Oh man, the stage got that. Can we all jump? We can. You got him. No, he's not dead. Eva Young Link, perhaps? Yeah. That's a good hit. Alright, doing good. Alright, we gotta be careful on this stage with all three Young Links. Yeah. Well, okay, Sheik is first, of course. But Viper, I know you have more of like of a history with Zelda than I do at the very least. Like, what sort of memories you want to share with like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask if you would like to? Because as someone who's never really played them, I don't really have anything to share about it. It's a good hit. Nice play. Alright, 4 swords. Pirate ship is where we fell last time. We just gotta be careful to not be on like that side over there. Come on. We gotta be careful to not fall off the sides. That's where we're like. That's where the boat can just take us out. Good shield. Okay, good. Oh no. Oh no, you don't. That's one. Get him out of here. Oh, that shield. Ooh, got one. This is true. We get it. Is that both? What up there? Beautiful. Yay. 7.9. What we got now? Ganondorf, of course.
Ready? Go!
Oh, that door, y'all. I'm trying to go for an up air. Oh, that was a good hit. Nope. Nope. Come on. Oh, he collided with the bomb. Wait, why was I drifting so far back? Ooh. That man wanted blood. He dead. Ooh, the gimp. That man wanted to end my soul with that up air. Computers are ruthless in this game, man. Adult Link.
Ready?
There's some sort of like symbolism in there somewhere. Fighting the adult Link. Ah. Woo. Nope. Oh man, good hit. Oh man. Oh, good roll. Almost rolled right into that. Ooh. Back up, back up. Ugh. Ooh, what a hit. Oh, they didn't break from that? No! Ah, don't get hit by his... No! Ah!
Continue.
Man. It's chill. We'll eat that. That was honestly a really good fight. Your future self was your own demise. That's so... That's such a fitting way to go out though. Oh, the bomb. That's just death. And even more ironic, his own bomb was his demise. Crazy. We won't get 9.9 anymore, unfortunately, but we'll still get pretty up there. Bonus game. Let's get it. Oh, there we go. So it basically just breaks like once we approach it. So nothing crazy. I want to be rising at the same time. There we go. Alright. Do, yeah. We're taking a very like mixed approach with this bonus game. We'll try to get as many as we can, but we're not gonna go out of our way to just stay behind to get them all. Man, that sucks. Singing moment, yeah. Alright, I didn't do a singing stream this year for Valentine's Day. Because if you were to be around for one of my YouTube streams, that's where I do most of my singing. I did one last year for Valentine's Day. I did like a myriad of tracks. I sung because I sung Can You Feel the Love Tonight twice from Lion King. Because like the first time was I think the original Elton John one. And then I did the Lion King version. Unless I did... No, I did it the first time and I didn't like it. And then I reprised it and it was a lot better. What? You love that song? I love it too. That song, Hakuna Matata, top tier songs. Alright, down there hits multiple times. Multiple times, thank you. Come on. Oh no. Okay, we can't air dodge through them. That would probably been pretty overpowered if we could. Ugh. Don't be dead from that. Okay. We definitely just shield that next time. Oh boy, how does that work? Maybe we can just run through that. Yeah, that's very easy to dodge. Oh no! Okay. Man, you move fast. Hey! Okay. What? Ah! Okay. I thought I went over him. Oh no. Alright. This is getting harder. Ooh, good. Come on. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not gonna be that close. What you got? What you got? Oh, what's a shield break? He's gonna land on us. He's gonna land on us. That's not bad. That's not bad. We'll sacrifice the shield break for that. Woo! Oh! Oh, what a dodge! Oh! We honestly clutched that a couple different times, man. Oh, you think the remake of the movie destroyed it? Like that specific song? Can you feel love tonight? It's your favorite song from the Lion King. I love that. I love it's your favorite because it's my favorite. And your GG indeed, yes. I feel like they were doing a lot more musically with the remake, that because they actually had a lot of singers that are really like well known, that they basically told them to kind of go crazy with the music, be faithful, but they were saying take their own liberties with it, and you know, show why that they were picked. I don't know. I love the like the kid that they have voicing younger Simba, because like I saw him play in like other like in another movie beforehand, and I was like, this kid can sing for real. So like I love the pick for him. And when like the different runs he did, I was like, okay, pretty. I mean, you can tell they're going for runs and a little bit extra, but I definitely love the liberties that he took. As far as with that, but I don't know. It's just sometimes you just can't top the original with a lot of things, and The Lion King is one of them. The movie overall. People also complain how expressionless the characters were. That was a big thing, because they looked they were going so in with this whole they were going so in with this whole like this looks very realistic approach, where they've definitely been able, well, maybe not Disney themselves, but as far as realistic looking animals, anthropomorphic animals, realistic looking animals, even if they're not anthropomorphic as far as like how they move and stuff, it's been done before by having like expressions on even if it's like realistic animals, because you can see like in faces of the facial expressions, like literal real dogs like Beverly Hills Chihuahuas, they emoted. You can actually see what was going on like what they were thinking and stuff because of how they emoted. I'm sure there was a lot of training in there as far as uh animal trainers and stuff. And I'm sure there was CGI involved, but this was entirely CGI for this movie, for the Lion King. Yeah, it was meant to be like photorealistic, but you mean to tell me they couldn't make them emote better? They did it. Like, didn't they also make like a Jungle Book, like a more realistic Jungle Book approach? And even there, the animals emoted, or you could see expressions on their faces. So I don't know why they could do the same thing with that. Going into this one, I really hope that Mufasa that's coming out this holiday season, I hope that they learn from the criticism from the Lion King remake and do justice by, we can actually see their expressions. I'm actually very excited about Mufasa because it's the first time that we're going to be seeing like his history, maybe even in general. It might have been in like different comics and stuff. It might have been referenced in the different cartoon mediums. But as far as being in a big movie and being brought to the bigger medium, I think it's the first time Mufasa's origin is being shown. So I'm excited for it. I guess it would be both Mufasa and Scar's origin, since we have no idea why Scar hates Mufasa so much. Or at least we don't really know truly why. All we really know is that Scar wants to be king. at whatever cost. But yeah, the music that was playing for Young Link here, I mean, obviously different than what we had picked. But I'm pretty sure it was still Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. So, fitting. To bring the conversation back to to Zelda and Smash. Daruk. I think that's a champion from Breath of the Wild. Excuse me. We got a gold ticket. Excuse me, a classic ticket. Even though we did die once. Technically twice when we started it. But I'm happy with that. I'm excused. Thank you. Alright, so it's Young Link. We can still talk about Zelda for a little while because we're about to be covering Ganondorf. Segment 2. I had Hyrule Smash spelled wrong. And it was Hyrule. Alrighty. Look at that route filled in once we get back to classic mode. Alright. Fighters.
Choose your fighter.
Now we spotlight.
Ganon.
In his series, he appears in The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time as the King of the Gerudo. He pretends to pledge his loyalty to the King of Hyrule while plotting to make the kingdom his own. Ganon, the Demon King. Ganon appears as the final boss in The Legend of Zelda. In that title, he looks more beast than human, making him a sharp contrast to Ganondorf. Huh. Looks more beast than making him a sharp contrast. Because the way that they just the phrasing of that last segment made it seem like they were talking about two different people, but they were saying Ganondorf to Ganondorf. He was more beast-like in the first Legend of Zelda game, making him a sharp. I guess they mean he was a sharp contrast to what Ganondorf looks like now. I mean, because even then, he looks like a beast man, like some sort of, what's what I'm thinking of? He looks to be, I guess you could say like a demi-human. Yeah, because they're a mixture of human and monster trait, which I guess would be fitting. It's like because he's a beast man. I don't know all of the context, but limited resources, i.e. brain, is what that tells me. But he's the king of the Gerudo, so Gerudo Valley is his. The king of the Gerudo. He pretends to pledge loyalty to the king of Hyrule. So basically, he backstabs the king of Hyrule, plotting to make the kingdom his own. Interesting. What's even crazy is I don't even remember reading that last week. Not last week, Monday, when I did this part originally. I guess I was just that tired. But Ganondorf is a character that I've like messed around with as far as using them, because of course, you know, one of my best friends uses Ganondorf 20XX, so gotta make him proud. Excuse me. So, Encroaching Darkness, that's the title. Oh boy, that's a long title there. Gotta make you kind of small for the time being, eh? There we go. Make that work. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, y'all ready for this? About to be some high stakes, low tier gameplay. Let's get it. Yabbers! I'm just gonna be talking more about Ganondorf as a character in Smash, and then people can chime in with their history with Ganondorf, or like what do you think about Ganondorf as a character as we're going through all of this. Bumper? Come on, yo. Come on. What are y'all planning? Warp Star. Oh, did that hit both of them? Ooh, Mario, you can't make that back. That was a perfect. Yeah, baby. Good start. Ganondorf is an interesting character in Smash. They started off as just quite literally being a clone of Captain Falcon. And even then, Captain Falcon really hadn't been seen much outside of his car, because him being a character in F-Zero, I assume that they probably, you know, that they were seen, that they probably were seen to an extent, like in their series, as far as like F-Zero, not F-Zero. No, I'm right. F-Zero, you're dead. Oh wait, now you're dead. I forgot they won't get scooped up from being buried. But I mean, there's definitely renders of them being out of their vehicle, but as far as Captain Falcon having like an actual moveset, I definitely think that that was Sakurai being very creative with the first game. Because I could be wrong, but I don't remember like Falcon really having much of like gameplay outside of it just being like a racing game. Oh boy, I don't know what I was trying to do there. Okay, so I can grab that one. I'm trying to hit this man. I wanted that way too bad. Was he dead? Ooh, what a hit! No, he made it. Wow, that's clutch. This man is barely surviving. Shield? Am I coming in? He's just playing around with this platform. Oh! I'm about to say, don't be dead. Oh, this man. Ooh. That fire bar. Oh boy. Oh, the shield actually has helped me. But yeah, Ganondorf's moveset started off. Oh, good! We got him. It started off as just being a slightly modified version of Captain Falcon's moveset. It was just stronger hits and a little slower, and they had purple aura behind them. It wasn't until Ultimate where we finally was able to see Ganondorf's sword come out, which was really cool. I don't even think there was really much different, like much change to Ganondorf's moveset, going from melee to brawl to 4. Maybe, I think he got faster from brawl to 4. That's like probably the only change, really. Knuckles, my boy. Hey, yo, who's seen the Knuckles show yet? I actually haven't watched it yet, but I want to. Of course, you know, as a Sonic fan. Oh, the parry. Come on, sneak attack. Oh, he got him. Just got Marth left. That didn't even need it. He don't chuckle. We got him. Nice play. Does the GSP from this really mean anything, or is it just like a point scale for classic mode?
Ready? Go!
Encroaching darkness. I'm not sure what Palutena had to do with darkness. Oh my god, they're comboing me. Hey, yo! Okay, that's fine. Good lord. Oh, wait a minute! That man spiked me! Hate it here, dude. Why are they going so crazy? When did she grab it? I thought I got that. Nah, drop that. She's dead. Alright. I don't know how you died, Pit, but you did. Dude, my score was so much higher than that. Oh. I am a little upset about that. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But it's alright. Some jank will happen. Ooh, we got Link there. Jesus. The parry? She's dead. I see you, Link, trying to be a hero. Oh, wait, that was him. That lipstick barely missed him. Okay, that's fine. Oh. Ooh, the parry. Not parry. The tag. Man wants blood. That's fine. Oh! Okay. That boomerang actually saved me. Oh, no way. Oh, clutch. Because I don't know if I would have magnet handed that. I don't know if I would have been close enough to get that ledge from that first up B. That boomerang low-key saved me. Bonus game. We're not going to get like like close to 9. We might get like 8.4. Nice, thank you. Yeah, even though Ganondorf is definitely a low tier character as far as like competitive Smash and like tournaments and whatnot, this is definitely the best Ganondorf like across the series, without a doubt. That having a hitbox is really good. He's just, even though he's slow, his moves can be deceptively fast if you're not prepared for them, and of course they're just crazy strong. So if you're not ready for any of that, then yeah, you're just kind of screwed. Just gonna wait for that to get sucked up. There we are. Oh my god, he's so slow. Alright, y'all. Do not do that as Ganondorf because you might die. 420, yeah. Master Hand and Crazy Hand. I love how they said that in Smash 4. Don't mess with Ganondorf. Oh, absolutely not. What the heck? Dude, off rip. Just 30 plus damage. Oh no. We're fine. Whoa! I knew there was gonna be stun, but I didn't think it'd be enough to be a. I knew it'd be stunned, but I didn't know it'd be enough knockback for it to be a stage spike. I want it to only be one continue. Jesus. Alright, take the damage, it's fine. No, 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 no. Okay. Nah, get out of here. Wait! Wait! What is that? What pushed me? His existence? Wait, what? I'm so confused, dude. I hate it here. What? I had to do three. Was that three continues, right? Because I already hated having to do two. Man, we would have had a crazy good score if it weren't for that. Even after having to continue.
Nice work.
Thank you, game, I guess. Do you suddenly have hitboxes the size of semi-truck? That's what I'm... He was laying down on his back of his hand. I don't even know how I was able to get pushed off. Oh, back of his... But he was laying down on his back. This is the track that I used for him in the beginning too. It's the darkness one, the dark something. So you know we take those, but it's okay. At least from this point on, we can actually feature characters that we did not do last time, like that pose. Next up is Mewtwo. Finally, yeah, finally. Barrow Train. Tennis player. I need to actually play Spirit Mode more often. We almost had 1 million. Oh well. It's okay. It's not, but it's okay. Landing lag. Interesting, actually. You know, address landing lag. I guess because tennis players are light on their feet. Yeah, that'd be cool. That's what that meant. Barrel Train increases tackle and dash attack power, and slightly increases move speed. That's cool. I need to do stuff with Spirit Mode just in general. Excuse me. Posture check. I do need that. Yeah. So far, my highest score is Captain Falcon with 1.5 million. What difficulty was that with? Will it tell me? Oh, I got up to 9.8 as far as like the mural. That's definitely the best one. Of all characters, it's with Falcon. Because what I get with Yoshi, 8.9. This is good. Makes sense that that's the second highest with Yoshi. Mars 8.3. 9.8 I got with Falcon. That's insane. At the end of the... Well, that was the part that finished off with 64. We gotta get 9.9 with somebody. It's gonna happen. And it could very well be with Mewtwo. We don't know. But let's actually go and check out some of Mewtwo's trivia in the tips.
Choose your fighter.
Yoshi power. Let's go ahead and check out tips for Mewtwo's origins. Mewtwo first appeared in Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue. After the trainer comes out victorious in the Pokemon League, Mewtwo can be found in a cave on the outskirts of Cerulean City. Preston, you hit it right on the head there, buddy. In its series, Mewtwo was born from recombined genes of a mythical Pokemon, Mew. Its fighting ability is incredibly high, and it's said to have the most savage heart among Pokemon. Mega Mewtwo Y. In its final smash, Mega Mewtwo... Excuse me. In its final smash, Mewtwo Mega evolves into Mega Mewtwo Y. In the Pokemon games, it can Mega evolve into this form if it holds on to the Mewtwonite Y. Mewtwo only has, I think, one Mega Evolution, if I'm not mistaken. And then it goes into his moveset. But yeah, Mewtwo, definitely an iconic Pokemon, beloved by many people, especially people who, you know, adore Generation 1. But I still have my VHS tape of Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back. And now I think now I even have a DVD that's got it and another movie as well. Like it's like one of those movies that has like either two movies on one disc, or it's like one of those cases that has two discs. But I think it's the former. I think I have it where it's one disc and it's two movies. I have yet to see the remade version that they did that released on Netflix.
Choose your fighter.
I wonder why they preferred the Mega instead of the X Mega, or both. That's a good question. I'm not really sure why they would choose one over the other as far as Mega Evolution with Mewtwo. I thought there was a Mewtwo, a Mega, excuse me, Mega Mewtwo X was like the one that had like the shoulder spike thing, like the broader shoulders. Like he looked bigger. I think Mega Mewtwo Y is the one that's a little slimmer, and he has like a lot of extra accents and stuff on the sides. Psychic Control. A high score is with a yellow Mewtwo, which I'm sure I must have like tried out some time ago, because the yellow is like the version I would use. That or like the orange one. Alright, here we go. Mewtwo. Segment 3, let's get it. We are gonna get up to that mural. Up to that 9.9. We're gonna do it. Because I think we would have probably gotten it with Captain Falcon, but it was a matter of, like, we probably lost one. So, I'm assuming that this means that we're gonna be fighting a bunch of characters that have access to Psychic or some sort of similar powers. And these two PSI wielding children definitely is a pretty good starting a good starting battle here. Back away. Nobody gets hurt. Ooh. Oh, that was close. That's not dead yet. Ooh, that's you. The reverse back air, baby. You love to see it. Nice play. We moving, baby. We moving. Cloud. Does Cloud have psychic abilities? Oh, we have an ally. That's cool. Alright. I wonder who he's supposed to be representing. This is Lucas. Oh, I would have had that spike. It was close. Oof. Watch out for that. I think that Shadow Ball ate whatever projectile he threw out too. You like to see it. Thank you. You love to see it. I guess because I think anything that has beams, it could be a way of controlling some kind of psychic energy. Like, how does he make a beam show up from his sword? Oh, and we recruited Cloud to be an ally. It's interesting that this route kind of has. I wonder if it's like some sort of way that it's showing that Mewtwo has some sort of like control. Ooh, that he's like he's beating these characters, and then that he's using his psychic abilities. So he's he's recruiting them to control them alongside him. That'd actually be a really cool concept. He did mind control a woman in the movie, so yeah, I wonder if they're referencing that. So I guess we might get Ryu or Ken as our partner here. We got Ken, so yeah.
Ready? Go!
I actually love the detail of this a lot. No. I did grab. Let's go. Yeah, I have a lot of memories with that first movie. It's one of the first movies that ever made me cry because of, you know, Ash being so gutsy to try to confront Mewtwo out in the open. Knuckle Joe? No, it's not Knuckle Joe. Is he dead? Ooh, he survived that? What a trade. Because we did get hit too with his holy water. 7.8, looking good. Palutena and Pit. We got Richter on our side as well. Let's get it.
Ready? Go!
My God, that range on that move. All right, Pit, I see you. Okay, they're going crazy on me. Richter, please help out. What's happening? Oh man, my partner. Oh my God. No, what is that? What was that? What did you hit? Where you in? Man. Who gave her a gun? Oh, we got our partner back. God's sake. I wanted that spike so bad. Because he spiked me last time. Would have been poetic justice. Did we get him? Of course not. That'd been too easy. Yep. Ooh, what a hit. Thank you, Richter. Could have did that last time, but you know, you got killed. Man. We got done in by just computer jank. Oh my God, there's 4 of them. All the Pokemon that are here, except for well, I guess up to this point. Oh man, this is steel type, right? No, dragon type. Something. Where did the gun keep coming from? Jigglypuff, drop it now. Ooh, there's a lot going on here. Pikachu. Let's go. Let's go. I almost had that. We're trying. Where you going up there, Jigglypuff? Come on. You got it? You got me? You got Lucario, I think? You got him. Nope. Forward tilt. Let's go. Wait, what did you say the yeah about earlier, Alpha? We're at 8.1? Okay. Think with the bonus game? Yeah, here we go. I wonder who Mewtwo's final boss is. As far as Mewtwo, otherwise as a character, oh god, I never really experienced encountering Mewtwo in the Cerulean Cave. Like I had beaten Pokemon Yellow and Fire Red as a kid, but I never really went back to Cerulean Cave to encounter Mewtwo. I've only ever seen PokeTubers and content creators like show that part of the game. Like I always knew it was there. I just never experienced it myself. So like by extension with different Pokemon games, like I knew that there was the continuation of Pokemon Gold and Silver after you beat the Elite Four there. You could actually go back to Kanto, and you could, man, oh well, too late for that. You could go back to Kanto, and you can go through all of those. I'm not sure if you could go through all the gyms and such, but you would end up going to Kanto, and you could do it's basically 2 games in 1 when you play Gold and Silver. About the Pokemon they made you fight. It wasn't it wasn't all the Pokemon in the game for sure, but it was all the ones that were like it was Pikachu, Pichu, Jigglypuff, like all the ones that we'd already encountered in our series, like this, as far as like get Pokemon in order. They threw in the car here for good measure. Okay, it's just mastering and crazy. Excuse me. They gave me Pikachu. The fact that we actually have a partner in the final boss is interesting. This is the first time we've actually had somebody else with us at this part. Oh no. It would actually be kind of cool if like the second controller, the second player, could control any of those allies that are there with us. He's just skull bashing them. That's so funny. What? You had to do my boy like that though.
Continue.
Bro, what do you do? They follow you. Thank you for the bless you. Calm that down. What the long finger? Oh man. That's him stunned. Ooh, good up smash. Pikachu, the boy. That was a really cool slow motion moment from Mewtwo. Your sacrifice was not in vain, buddy. We got him. Together. That hitbox was kind of wild. He did down smash the different way. I am confusion. Yeah, like those missiles followed me underneath the stage. At least we didn't die 3 times. We died, what, twice in that one. Still kind of... It's still frustrating. So I'm trying to break into 9 again. Still a cool mural. But, you know, the point still stands. GG. I forgot this bit of my coffee was still sitting there. My Twix coffee. I'll listen to what Pokemon track they're using. I gotta go back in the playlist and see what this is. Wait, was he on the mural? Like on that screenshot? I didn't even notice. Well, that's very fitting then. Oh wow. Look at my supporters. Pichu, Squirtle, Jigglypuff, and Ivysaur. On the right side is where he was? Ah, I got you. I got you.
Final results.
What spirits we got? Nino. Where are you from? We broke 1,000,000 this time. There we go. Got another classic ticket. Just love to see that. We'll probably end up using that for someone else's route if we need to. Nino, so undamaged attack. It'll tell me in a second again what it does. Increases attack power while at 0%. Oh, so it's almost like Link's little beam he throws out with his forward smash. As long as he doesn't have any damage on him yet. Interesting. But we got gold, we got green, water spirit something? I forget what the green coins are. But that's the regular gold that we got a whole pile of there on the side, so that's cool. Oh, I see him now. Yeah. He's up there in the corner. Yeah, very cool, very cool. Back from supper? Nice, Preston. Hope you enjoyed it. I know you mentioned something fast food. If you don't mind me asking, what'd you get? And appreciate it. Alright, so section 4. About to be covering Roy. If you're a coach, you know the phrase, Roy's our boy. Time for Fire Emblem. Yes, ma'am. Fire Emblem returns.
Choose your fighter.
Alright, let's learn a little bit more about...
Roy.
In his series, Roy, known as the Young Lion, is the main protagonist of Fire Emblem The Binding Blade. His father, Eliwood, was the main protagonist of the 2003 Game Boy Advance game, Fire Emblem. That's all we get. Roy got done so dirty in this way. They didn't have anything else to really show. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone else has, like, origins, right? Mewtwo's origins. Like, what are Roy's origins? Everyone else has origins, or, like, it describes them as a character first. Or somewhere. To this point, we've had at least 2 things for every character. Even Daisy has something else. Everyone has had 2 or 3 little sections, but Roy got 1. Why they felt the need to just have 1 there, I don't know. That's so weird. But I think origin-wise, when he debuted in Melee, I think that was his first appearance in any game ever. Because I don't think we'd even know. Like, I don't think we'd even had a Western release of the Binding Blade yet. I think because Shadow of the Dragon, or whatever that title is called, excuse me. Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light. Yeah. That was the first game. And is the protagonist of the first Fire Emblem series game. He's the Prince of Altea and was driven from his homeland. And then later on, Binding Blade was the second game. And then Fire Emblem, 2003 Game of Advance game, Fire Emblem. It was just called Fire Emblem, the GBA game, which I have 2, which I think there were only 2 Game Boy Advance Fire Emblem games. So Fire Emblem enthusiasts would know more than I would about what that would be, what that full title is. But that's where his father Eliwood, because I think he might have a spirit in this game. But they're the featured character in the Game Boy Advance title. So it's cool that we got Roy the son in the second game, and then the third game, the protagonist is his father. So it kind of continues like a lineage. Kind of a backwards way with how anime does it, because anime would show like the original person and then show how their story, they get older, and then it's showing like their generation after them, like a Naruto to Boruto type situation, or Dragon Ball Z where Goku is the main character and then Gohan is the main character for a while, then it goes back to Goku. But Fire Emblem was like, nah. You saw Roy. Now check out how he came to be. This is the story of his father. Alpha got Doritos. Nice. Doritos are good. Oh, I'm pressing you at Wendy's. Nice. I love Wendy's. Doritos honestly sounds mad good right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Have some? Thank you. Thank you. I'll gladly take some of them there Doritos. Yes. Yes, crunch or crunch. Alright, where's Roy? Right after Mewtwo. Let's get it. A Journey of Swords. I like that title. Nice. Sharing it with the class. Sharing Doritos with everybody. A Journey of Swords. Alright. I don't really use Roy a lot. I know that he's basically a faster. Well, I think he's a little faster than both Marth and Lucina, but he hits harder than both of them. And his attacks are stronger at the base of his sword, like the hilt of it. People do love Doritos, you're right. Man, with all of this sharing of Doritos, I actually might get some chips myself. I don't know. Matter of fact, I have some, hold on. What do I have? I don't have Doritos, but I have corn chips. Yeah. I got some chili cheese chips. So those are good. Got them out of my lunch bag. Yes, man, we snacking too. Cheers to chips, yeah. Cheers. Okay, I don't have paper towel somewhere. Oh, I left it in the other room when I was eating like lunch / dinner with mom earlier. Oh well. But I got tissue. So that works. Alright, let's focus. We move. And we have no score for Roy yet, so this is brand new. Roy was definitely a character that I remember being really excited for when he first appeared in Melee, because the track was just so like high energy. Because I was like, who is this character? Because like Marv, I was already like not familiar with Fire Emblem as a whole to begin with. So seeing that there was this series that had 2 characters in it from something entirely new I had no knowledge of, it was just kind of cool to see this other sword fighter. You know, before years later it would come to a situation where people start to complain that, oh, there's so many Fire Emblem characters. Good hit. Start off against 3 characters. That's actually really crazy that our first matchup was against 3 people. Crom, Lucina, I had the same thought. I was like, I first saw Roy, who's Roy? I didn't know who he was at all, but I just thought he was cool. What's Fire Emblem? Yeah, that was a lot of us over in the West, but in Japan, Fire Emblem was popping off, like even back then. Ooh, good hit. Lightning. That gives me an advantage. Is he dead? Close. Nair into forward air. Almost did it. Joke's on you, I can float. Ooh. Got him. Oh, close. Oh, that was close. Got some food. The second hit in there. Yeah, Roy's good. I'm pretty sure competitive play Roy is considered like a high tier character. High tier, like high mid tier. You can't be any lower than that. But his route is called Journey of Swords. So it's just like all the sword characters in the game. I wonder if they'll I wonder if they'll include Ganondorf in that, because technically he has a sword. Yeah, down there was coming, baby. Oh, I have a gun. I'm about to say turn around. Switch trophy. Bomberman? Oh, he's done. Like if he. Oh man. Stay out of. Oh god, out of range. Crap. Just walk a little bit more that way. Oh, you got him. Let's go. And an orange dream sickle frosty. I've never actually had the frosties or like the ice cream from Wendy's. I should definitely change that soon. Shock.
Ready? Go!
You will know our names. An iconic Xenoblade track. Oh my god, that L smash is so good. Not gonna grip me that easily. Backslash! Alright, good. Ooh, you're lucky. Nope. Oh, I wanted it all. Oh no! We fell out of it. Good. We were definitely being way too greedy. He's dead though. Forward tilt. Yoshi was good. Was good, Renitsu. Welcome to the stream. Hi, yes. Got you while I actually am streaming instead of it being on the starting soon. How are you? Cloud is here. Yes, indeed, a sword fighter in our journey of swords. Said Skull Kid in the next one, Preston. Skull Kid and Bomber and Crash and Spyro in Smash Bros. I would be excited to see any of those characters, especially like Spyro and Crash, because they were part of my childhood. Oh Jesus! Oh, I wanted that so bad. It honestly is a really good question, especially now, like what the future of Smash even holds. Oh man, gotta be careful here. Woo! I fell out of that. That's not gonna kill him. Man, close. I'll take this. There we go. Woo. Oh man, he dodged it. I love how he leaves behind all that trail of fire. Come on. Barely took that. I thought this was the President says same here. I thought this was the last Smash game. That's definitely how this was set up to be. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the last Smash game, and then that if they were to still have Smash on the next console, it would just be this game, but all the DLC would be packaged together. So people would be like, well, I shouldn't have bought any of the Fighters Pass. I should just waited. But they wouldn't have known to wait another, what, excuse me, that'd be another what 7 years later that they would have this game on the Switch successor, and all the DLC could be part of it. I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen. I just don't think that there's gonna be like a new Smash game for a while, because they went into Ultimate literally right after Smash 4 came out. At least as far as that's what I'm aware of, what they said to the public.
Ready? Go!
Excuse me. About to dial on our ship. Got to shoot this thing. Tried to go through. Let's not do that. Let's put water in here. Oh, I have water in there. That's why this is out. Alright. Oh, excuse me. Explain the other Smash games? What do you mean? Present saying no. Smash 64 was wait, that yeah, no, I don't know what you mean by that one. Because no, Smash 64 was a huge success, so it was bound to have a sequel. I'm actually pretty sure that Brawl was meant to be the last game. Like if we're talking about what was intended to be the last game, Smash Bros. Brawl was actually meant to be the last one, as far as what I've heard before. And with how it was set up, like it had the whole cinematic and everything, it had Subspace Emissary, this huge single-player campaign. It definitely makes sense how that one would be, like, set up to be the last one. We're moving. Oh. That one was way too far. Good forward smash. Cool. Cool. Oh, baby. Smash Bros. Brawl. Yeah, Smash Brawl, I think, was actually meant to be the last game. Like I said. I could be wrong, though. Trying to get the egg in the shot back there. There we go. That way. Yeah. $8.7. This is better than what we've done in a minute. To bring it back to Fire Emblem for a bit. What was everybody's first like Fire Emblem game if they've played, or like, and what's your favorite one? Fire Emblem, it definitely picked up over here in the West when Fire Emblem Awakening came out in 3DS. I would arguably say that like, I mean, Smash was definitely a huge reason why Fire Emblem picked up steam at all, because people were curious who Marth and especially Roy were in Melee, and then we got a few more Fire Emblem games. Because Fire Emblem on Game Boy Advance was 2003. It was after Melee. That was 01. And then from there, we became more familiar with characters like Marth, like Roy, like Roy's father Elderwood, and numerous other characters. And then we got different games going from Game Boy Advance to DS. I think the DS had maybe 2 or 3 Fire Emblem games on it too. And like a fair share of maybe like a spin-off or a few. Your first fighting game was Super Smash Bros. For N64. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure my first one, I think I was introduced to fighting games before Smash Bros. Because I had Tekken as a kid on my PlayStation, Tekken 3. Which makes me wonder, what were the first 2 games like for Tekken? Because Tekken's already established. And that was PlayStation 1, so a series like Tekken already having like 2 banger games apparently on their console. Really makes me wonder, man, how crazy were or like how underdeveloped were the first 2? Or maybe they weren't even underdeveloped. Maybe they was just getting like getting their bearings, of course. Oh, it's a phase spotlight. Oh no! All right. Double lasers, finger lasers. Oh Jesus! Good shoot. The parries, man. Oh, the shield break is. Alright, it's fine, it's fine. Come on, man. That's 1. Let's go. What you got? What you got? We can dodge this.
Continue.
It ain't here. What in the world? I can dodge this. Immediately dies. Oh man. This was the run. We hadn't died at all yet. Come on. What is that? Oh my god. Dude, these win boxes go crazy. What in the world? Ooh, what a flip. If we can dodge this, dies. Viper, also known as the first Fire Emblem in the USA. Awakening saved the series from being cancelled. I believe that. Dude, Vipers, if Binding Blade being Fire Emblem 7 is my first Fire Emblem. I remember reading Binding Blade. That was number 7? Because I think that's the one that said it introduced Roy. How many Fire Emblem games were on like NES, Super NES before it got to Binding Blade? It said Binding Blade on. Let me see, because it said Binding Blade was Roy's debut game. Oh!
Wow! Incredible!
Thank you, Xander Mobus. Incredible! 9.4 is our second best, so we actually trumped Yoshi's score, putting his at 3rd. Roy is now our 2nd, and we got a piece of Yoshi's nose and hand and foot in the mural. Is Roy actually here? No, Amarth is there though. Me Gunner is there, Mega Man, Falco, Lucario, Cannon Cloud. Is that Peach up there? That's Peach. Mewtwo, Palutena. I love how these characters have like all this strength and sword fight abilities and like magic and whatever they have at their disposal. Peach is just a woman with crazy damage that she can output with like frying pans, golf clubs, and her butt. Peach is just, you know, she's just, I don't want to say she's just here, but I mean, if the Mario movie taught us anything, Peach is a badass. So like that's fair. Oh, this is the track that they have for Roy for his credits. What? Oh, my work phone made noise. Blazing Sword is 7 with Lynn and Roy's dad, Ellerwood. Also, Ellerwood has multiple games as being a featured character, because Ellerwood's first one was the one for the Game Boy Advance. I don't know the tag name for that one, or like the... I don't think that's the right phrasing it. Tagline? Surname for it? Binding Blade was Roy, right? Oh, Blazing Sword is one on Game Boy Advance. The first one that was the 03. Okay, never mind. So the Game Boy Advance game is the 7th game, which makes me even more curious. How many games did they have on the previous systems leading into it? Was there a Fire Emblem game on the N64?
Congratulations!
Yo, nice. Both the Roys, respect. The Koopa Roy and then Fire Emblem Roy. GB had 3 games, no N64 now. Respect for Roy, yeah. You love it.
Final results.
From the mural alone, we had 800 something thousand points. River Survival, that was Mario Party 10. Solid score. Excuse me. So that makes me even more curious. So it's like, oh, we got a champion theme from Battle. Pokemon's at Diamond and Pearl, maybe? X and Y. Cool. Wait, so we didn't have that Pokemon track before? We're still unlocking music here, boys and gals? Man.
Classic mode.
Yes, man. Both eating the chips. The highest score is still Captain Falcon. Maybe we can get it with Game & Watch. I feel like I gave Viper a shout out earlier, but I can do it again. So NES had Shadow Dragon being Mark's game and Gaiden being Alm and Celica. Is that Celica? Their game. So they had 2. And then Super NES must have had 3 games, 3, 4, and 5. And then it's when GBA had games. Yeah, you said 6 was Ella Wood's game. Blazing Sword. 6, 7, 8. Yeah. As chaotic as he is, Viper is indeed a homie. So y'all go ahead and support and follow his channel. He's currently doing, I want to say 2 different things. I know he was doing like creating a shiny dex in a Pokemon game. A shiny living dex. Was playing GTA, was playing Demon Souls. He finished Demon Souls recently. But yeah, does a myriad of game game variety. So yeah, check him out. Check him out. Very chill vibes. Very interactive with chat and whatnot. So yes, highly recommend. Yeah, if those 2 were on NES, then what was the other 3 that was on Super NES? Because you said the Game Boy Advance one was 6. Alright, but we have made it to segment 5, our final character of the evening, Mr. Game & Watch. Mr. Game & Watch. You might have to even make the words smaller depending on what his route is called. But we will see.
Choose your fighter.
Alright, here we go. Let's learn a little bit more about
Mr. Game & Watch.
Mr. Game & Watch's origins. Mr. Game & Watch first appeared in the early 80s in the Game & Watch handheld game series, predating even the NES and Game Boy. So even before Nintendo made their full foray into gaming, or like video game consoles, they had the Game & Watch handheld, which was a watch, you know, as the name would suggest. It was like a clock. I have my collectible Game & Watch that they re-released, I think a little bit after the Switch came out. I could not tell you where it is right now for the life of me, but I do have one. But I think because it was the Mario Bros. Edition one, where you could play, I think, a level or a couple levels from the original Mario Bros. Game. It's actually really cool. In this series, this game character is older than Mario, coming from a series of handheld Nintendo games with LCD screens. Within the Game & Watch games, he took on various shapes and roles. Yep. Move names. Mr. Game & Watch's moves Chef, Judge, Fire, Oil Panic, and Octopus are all named after games released in the Game & Watch series. So like every one of his moves are games, which is cool. Chef, neutral special. Chef techniques. You can change the timing of the flying food by varying the length of time you hold the button. Push it repeatedly to throw more food more quickly. I was reading those just because they're different games. Judge, his side B, his iconic side B. Different numbers have different results. His fire up special. That's the fire, because from that game it's a hospital on fire, so you have to jump out of the window and you get bounced up from the local firemen, I guess is what it is. So that's what that game is. And the Oil Panic, I can't remember what that game was called, but I've played. I distinctly remember that fire game because that's part of the Game & Watch gallery that I played on the GBA. So Viper, including some Fire Emblem stuff for me. SNES had Mystery of the Dungeon is another Marv game. Genealogy of the Holy War being Sigurd's game, and Thracia 776 being a Leaf's game. So recap, NES had 1 and 2, and SNES had 3, 4, and 5. And then GBA had 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Wow, so like I thought, the Super Nintendo had 3 games. So what, like, were they? So I guess the majority of them were just mainly for Famicom at that point, like the Japanese Super Nintendo, because I don't think we even had access to those games until the Game Boy Advance game was localized, and then the GameCube Fire Emblem game. What number would that be if you're familiar with the GameCube Fire Emblem game?
Classic mode.
All right. So the name of Mr. Game & Watch, A Long Legacy. That perfect with our series name. A Long Legacy. That barely still fits here. Very cool. Had Binding Blade being Roy's game, Blazing Sword being a prequel to Roy's game with Elderwood. The Lyn and Hector's game, and then Sacred Stones being Erica and Ephraim's game. Impressive that I played first Fire Emblem game on Switch. Oh, so you probably played Three Houses first then. Binding Blade being Roy's game, Blazing Sword being a prequel to Roy's game. So it was a prequel to Roy, so showing his dad as the featured character. Lyn and Hector's game was after the fact, which was number 7. And then Sacred Stones being Erica and Ephraim's game, which is 8. Path of Radiance, that's the GameCube one. Fire Emblem 9 is Path of Radiance, which is Ike's game on GameCube. Oh, nice. I bet that goes for a pretty penny online, as far as, you know, it being probably a very elusive game. So, yeah, I am curious how much that goes for on average on eBay or Amazon. But let's focus on starting out Mr. Game & Watch's classic mode, shall we? Let's get it.
Mr. Game & Watch.
I got a good feeling about this.
Ready?
Oh, this is showing off like the classic mode Kirby. Classic Kirby, because he had the grayscale. Because Kirby's first game wasn't on Game Boy. Oh no. I almost died to that. Yeah, we started moving. He died. Radiant Dawn is a sequel to Path of Ike's game on Wii, but also being Micah and Salthe. Ah. Yeah, Kirby being the same color as Mr. Game & Watch, because Game Boy Game Boy didn't support colors yet. The original Game Boy was mainly green. It was mainly it was grayscale. So I think Kirby's games weren't really colorized until Game Boy Color, as the name suggests.
Ready?
Pac-Man.
Go!
House. I still wish we got like Pac-Maze as Pac-Man stage on here, because Pac-World, I don't think Pac-World really like represents Pac-Man's legacy as well as they were anticipating it would. That up tilt is so good, what? He's dead. Game & Watch really is a good character. Yeah, Color didn't come out until Game Boy Color. Fire Emblem 11 is a DS remake of Fire Emblem 1 with the added player character Chris. Ah, okay. 12 is another DS remake, but of 3 this time. So of 3, which was the first Super Nintendo game. Dropping all the knowledge for Fire Emblem for us. Our resident Fire Emblem fan. Now 3DS, alright. Awakening is 13 then. That makes sense. That's the more popular one.
Go!
Come on. Approach me. Whew, no fear. Oh no. Oh, he's dead. He got roped in. 13, Awakening being Chrom, Robin, and Lucina's game. Cool. That game saved Fire Emblem from being canceled from poor sales and shot it into the mainstream. Awesome. We love to see it. Another reason to love the 3DS, it has a game for a series that was apparently on its dying breath sales-wise, and it popularized the series from there. A long legacy. So it's showing all the characters, all the series in order, because Mario Bros was 80. Because Super Mario, this one specifically, Mario Bros was 1985. So all the other games were even before that, man. It was the first Kirby game before Mario Brothers. I don't believe that. If we were truly going, in order. Wait, they're fighting each other too. So they're not even on teams. I thought it would have been on team. That's kind of surprising to me. Oh, I love how we can just throw the crab at them. It's just like the original game. We could hit the creatures and they would flip over. 14 is Fates, being Corrin's game that has 3 different versions, being Conquest, Birthright, and Revelations. Oh yeah, and like the other versions are lost to time now, right? Because they had the DLC parts. Oh my god. What if they had versions of them? What if we actually get something in the future with the next Switch? I just thought of that. Like, what if we actually get like a complete Fire Emblem Fates on the Switch successor? That way, it's excuse me. It's a less what's the word what am I looking for? It would be less of a sting to us that we're able to experience all the paths of Fates. If they were to like Fire Emblem Fates genealogy or something, yeah, that'd be cool, right? Like if Fire Emblem Fates got like a definitive edition, they could probably even just call it Fire Emblem Fates Definitive Edition. Because maybe they don't have a full game ready yet, right? They could make a remake of Fire Emblem Fates, or maybe like an HD scaled version of Fire Emblem Fates. Because by this point, 3DS is over 10 years old now. It would be justified if they made like some sort of higher resolution version of it, or like some sort of package deal. That'd be cool, right, Viper? As a Fire Emblem enthusiast, what do you think about that idea for Fates? Anyway, 15 is Echoes, being the 3DS remake of Gaiden featuring Aum and Celica. Excuse me. 16 is Three Houses, focusing on Byleth, Dimitri, Claude, and Edelgard, best girl. Nah, Fates is trash. Is it? Man. I thought I was cooking with something for a minute.
Ready? Go!
Edelgard is best girl to you, you say. All right, this is iconic right here. Donkey Kong was technically where we first saw Mario, but back then he was called Jumpman. I love how Game & Watch's route for us is it's basically a history lesson, showing us all of the iconic arcade games that eventually got like console releases. How did you not get by Battle Smash? I love how there's like a score up in the corner too. Does the score actually change as we're hitting them? It does, I think. Gotta be careful about those trampolines. I'm about to say, Mario, are you good, Chief? Nah, drop that, man. Oh, I barely missed him. Wait, is this is Pikmin music on this stage? I mean, it's fitting. It's got the right ambiance, but it's still weird. Oh, he got hit by a trampoline. Yo, what's going on? My boy 20. What's going on? Yes, sir. Yo, wait. Do we have the same amount of months? Because I think 25 months was the same thing that showed up for me yesterday on your stream. I was like, I'm doing good, man. How's it going, 20? How was the rest of your Soul Link of Altea last night? And thank you for giving them that shout out, Preston. We're here showcasing Game & Watch and like going through all these legacy games. We've done classic mode runs of all the characters you see on screen: Young Link, Ganondorf, Mewtwo, Roy, and now Game & Watch. I was trying to make you proud earlier with Ganondorf to have like a no continue run, but we got by some jank from CPUs, so you know we tried. Preston, my first Fire Emblem game was Shadow Dragon, so the very first one. Cool. Fiber. I usually put the most time in it. Gameplay is fun, but the stories are garbage. Oh, which one? Oh, like Fates. You put the most time into it because the gameplay was fun, but the stories were bad. Oh, that's unfortunate. And let's see. And now we have Fire Emblem 17 being engaged, featuring Alear. I have but not played it yet. Ah. So not 17. So like the next game would be Fire Emblem 18. As far as main series games. I still think it'd be cool to have one of the 3DS games get a remake. And then it would be like a complete deal. Like if it had multiple story routes that was DLC that we can't access anymore, I think it'd be cool to get that on the Switch successor. But you know. Bro, the Soul Link might be over. I lost our start. Not the starter. Oh, who had what starter? Cause like I saw her team. I only remember like the Pachirisu, which was Chris, and let me see, Lord. I swear I was watching because I was only able to chat in her chat because for some reason your chat hated me. I was talking and it said task not be completed. I was like, what is this in 20s Twitch.tv? She had Turtwig. Did she even have Turtwig in her team? Unless it was the evolved form, I guess. Oh, can you buy physical versions of Conquest and Birthright? I didn't know that. Okay, thank you, Viper, for telling me that. I wish I was there, but it's okay. Yeah, 20. Yeah, it's all good, bro. And that is every mainline Fire Emblem game, excluding Tokyo Mirage Sessions and the 2 Warriors games. Ah, right. Yeah, Viper was giving us a history lesson with Fire Emblem. List out every game and what characters they were highlighting. Like, what were the focus characters? Protagonist. We're at the 3rd gym. It's very difficult right now, so much so that me and Altea said we were going to end and try and rework our teams and see what we need to do to win. Gotta strategize. Absolutely, because from what I'm aware of with a Soul Link, it's a Nuzlocke, but the Pokemon you catch are linked directly to whatever the other person catches in their game, which does make it like a, because is it like a challenge anymore? Like are you going against each other still, or is it more like a teamwork thing? Yeah, get back to the Chris Game & Watch gameplay. You're right. Ooh, it's like an evil. No, it's a horde. It's a lot of them.
Ready?
All right, let's go. Oh god. They're trying to be a menace. The parry is insane. Ooh, got 4. What are they doing? Got him? Got him? No. Get him out of here. Oh, you can't parry all of it. You can't parry all of it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Not like this. Not like this. Oh my god. They're going crazy, dude. Oh. What is happening? Nah. Whew. Okay. No! My shield? Hello? I was shielding that man. Pain. It shield poked me. I'm so mad. Get out of here, dude. It got saved. Oh. Just that easy. I got shield poke. I hate it here, dude. I love how 20 is just like all into it. It's like, I'm good. I just ate after the Doritos offer from from Alpha. Dude, Viper. After that, I must stream some Doom 3-piece. Have a good one, bro. Bro, they were messing you up at the start. I swear to God. Go do what a melee player's ever done and go take a shit. Stop. Viper, please. It's very scary and very challenging. We have to work together. Yeah, that's what I imagine. Also, 9.2. We're already like at one of the best results we've had in classic mode. Alpha chat is on fire today. Yeah, they really are. I love to see it. I hope we get just as much chat when we play some Paper Mario in a little bit. Vibe. Also, that don't forget to watch hentai. Our resident hentai god spreading the gospel. Bonus game. Let's get it. All right, bye, Viper. I'm gonna catch up in the rest of the chat that I haven't seen yet in just a minute. Let's get some extra points. There we go. I was like, how did we get up here fast? All right, I forgot it has a hitbox on like a lot of the moves. So good for this. I was trying. I thought the uppie would have had more of a. Well, it's more of a wind box at that point. Okay, that's not gonna do anything. Game Watch's run is so goofy because it only has like 4 frames for the whole run. Oh, and this saying I appreciate the offer of chips. Alright, poor Yoshin. Tonight isn't your night. Will he ever get 9.9? I don't know. Alpha speaks in child voice, but what if I don't want to watch it? I'm sure Viper would be like, too bad. You will be enlightened. Alright, let's see if we can get at the least 9.6 or something. So it'll be like a true second place, third place. Oh, not the. Okay. It'll take me to the dark side for a second. Oh no. Get me out here. Get me out here. We gotta mash. All right. I'm on. I'm on. He's stunned. You gotta go crazy. You gotta go crazy. Go stupid. Go crazy. Oh, God. All right, we're fine. We're fine. Yeah. Oh, get out of there. No, don't be deaf. Please. Please.
Continue.
They drilling you. Oh, man. Keep the difficulty. We're cheating. But we had the tickets to do it, so I don't really care. The game owes me this. I got double janked. Just the pause. Got me. What is this rollout that you're using? They're playing a Soul Link too, bro. What is going on?
Continue.
What was that? Dog. That wasn't even a, it wasn't even a, it was like a wind box that had the size of like a river. What in the world? I'm so confused. I'm not even mad about that. I'm just like genuinely confused. What? That spiked me, but I thankfully didn't have that much health damage on me. Okay, we dodged it that time. But you know you know. Alright, just stay out of the way of that. Okay. We somehow dodged that last part of it. Azula, is that you? What is this blue fire? Alright. Ah, the crap! Bro, they slap you like the rock. It was electrifying. Dude, what is this? Okay, get free. Oh, God. Alright. Yo, what in the power wave? Oh, no. Okay, we had our jump, thank God. Dude. The long finger. What? This is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Oh no. Come on, we gotta get him. Oh God! No! Don't be dead! Please let me get through this. This is like the 4th continue. Why did everyone have it so rough? He's like, kinda pause. GG? Question mark? I mean, they did suck me in quick. That's not a pause moment.
Wow! Incredible!
That's the best we can get without continues. So, I mean, did we earn it? Probably not. We used like 5 continues. But we take those because we had the tickets to do so. The game gave me the tickets to use, so I'ma use them. You know? You feel? We did it. GG's though. Alpha, I am confusion, but GG. I love how even you're like question mark. It's like GG's, Oh man. Yeah, definitely a question mark there. Ah, dude. I don't know what to think of that one. I don't either. But what I do know is that we're about to play some Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. And about to be really fun. I'm thinking now, should I keep it in the same stream right here? And then it's like come back for like 10 minutes? Or should I make like a separate stream? What do you guys think as the viewers? Because either way it's going to be like a good 10-15 minute wait. Like I'm gonna put like a screen up saying switching games if it's the same stream, and or I would put I would just end this stream and then I would just start another one in like like 20 minutes, give or take. You said same one? 20 cents? Well, you are a fellow goated streamer, so I appreciate the input. It makes it easier for you instead of trying to do that freaking reboot garbage. I know what that's like, man. I feel that. And then as far as like keeping it separate, like seeing what the stream is, I can always just like take a picture of what I make the title, and then I'll just name the highlight that after the fact. But we've done it, guys. We have we've completed the roster of Melee. So part 6. Somebody said something about part 6. Preston says, what part 6 gonna be? It's gonna be the first characters that were introduced in Brawl. So like the first characters that weren't unlockables, like newcomers in Brawl, which I'm pretty sure includes Pokemon Trainer. So that'll be fun. I have to look at the lineup as far as the characters go, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna show it to you guys in just a minute. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing this. We can just go through this part. Living like Larry. Wait, does 39 mean something? 3 and 9, or maybe 9 and 3? Not quite sure if that's representing anything. There's a nice, good phrase from SpongeBob. Is it really? Wow, that's old. Dog, Game & Watch is ancient. That's crazy.
Final results.
Oh, it's like the original sprite for Game & Watch. Toy-Con car. Chandelure. Ribbon Girl mask. I wonder what people's reception to the Arms character would have been if Ribbon Girl was representation for Arms and not Min Min. I'm about to say it came out in 1980. I'm about to say that's no way, because like colored movies were just being a thing once 1939 was out. Nah, but it should have been Twin Tail. A man of culture. Shake my hand. Nah. Oh, that would have been cool though. I was low key expecting them to make it like a character that would have alternate skins. Like, but then Twin Tails, she's the one of the only. I think she is the only one that uses her hair instead of her actual arm attachments as the arms. At least she finally finished Melee. That is true. This is very true, Alpha. The Twin Tails are hair, so they wouldn't have been able to make that work with just just like a switch, like a character switch. Because yeah, it works for the Koopalings because all the moveset is the same across the board. And they're just all in clown cars. They just have different models of the Koopalings. But with that, with Twin Tail, it would have been without without collapsing with exhaustion. True. So, man, Smash really covers all of men's types. It really does, because if you like tsunderes, then Mithra is right there. I'm not even sure what trope Min Min fits in. I'm not sure. I can't remember what her personality actually was like. I just know that she was, cool, and that she was like the owner of a ramen shop in the lore. Oh, there we go. Soft, Peach, Athletic, Daisy, Smart, Zelda, Mommy, Palutena, Tsundere, Mithra. Yes. Actually, Athletic could go to, let me see. Because like Athletic could definitely go to Samus as well. Twin Tail and Smash would have been hair, bro. Honestly, yeah. Alpha Sigma. Just disappointed in 20 going completely down bad for these girls. I'm not gonna lie, I can't really blame him, no. Cooking Master Min Min. That could also go to Peach, cause well she bakes, but still she bakes them cakes. And arguably has a cake of side B. I'm done.
Classic mode.
So 9.8, matching up with Falcon as far as the scoring goes. With Ayo Yoshi. Look, you know what's up, bro. I know what's up, bro. I do. Because also, see, if that did I go this route? Honestly, Peach, Zurisu, Samson, Twin Tail would have been fighting for like the same competition with like they had the whole bakery back there. Cause dog, like, dude, Nintendo broke Facebook and Twitter for like they broke Twitter for like a little bit when ARMS came out, and it was and they saw Twin Tail. It was like, yacht. They was like Nintendo, like the people behind this game was cooking. What in the world? Like, my goodness. It would have been Twin Tail and Peach, but you ain't about to sit there and tell me that Zero Suit Sam is not up there, because I feel like that was literally part of the teen rating that we got with Subspace Emissary. Should I remind you about when Zero Suit Sam comes down from like whatever that shuttle was? She's like hanging, and the camera just firmly on her backside when she's like falling down. So, I mean, and then arguably, we can't just not appease to the other side, because Snake is right there, dude. But they nerfed him in Ultimate. They said, nah. How does the meme go? Colonel. I'm dummy. Oh man, what's the next part looking like? Part 6. What's happening? I forgot I had a YouTube video playing. Like, I hit that. I forgot I was listening to one of those AI President Plays videos that had like, what is it? Biden, Trump, and what was the other president? I can't remember. Alright, we're still here. Just to stuff. Brawl Snake was built different, bro. Yeah. Samus is the most balanced, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Oh, absolutely. Alpha, I'm sorry. Me and Twain just being men. We are simple creatures. Twain, the only thing missing was a tan girl, and that could have been Twin Tail. Man, you right. Wait, one of the Inklings. But nah, can't work that way. For reasons we will not mention out loud. Okay, I mean, if they had kept their complexion, Daisy would have been our tan girl. Nah, Baylor's too white for that, never mind. Yeah, Twin Tail would have been our tan girl. That's who I was like, nah, that can't work. We're talking about wife. But I feel like the only woman on stream. Alpha, I'm sorry. But, you know, if we're going with the classic subspace for Samus, then I'm gonna say Palutena Smash 4 trip. Man. Because, man, I shouldn't go too into that. But it was just anime style, and they went full into the anime fan service for Palutena. From the side, they had like the leg shot and like kind of going up towards, you know, the backside, but not really. And they even had a shot just on. I mean, I'm just saying what the trailer had. But the Smash 4 trailer for Palutena was crazy. But hey, that's not the reason why I made Palu now. I'm totally not. How you talking your way out of this, 20? Let me put this as just chatting, just so I know where this is ending off at. Yeah, we're about to switch into Hit Mario. Amory, who's the next guest, bro? I got you. The next part for part 6, it'll be the characters introduced in base brawl. So we have Meta Knight, Pit, Zero Suit Samus. What do you know? Wario. I think Snake, Ike, Pokemon Trainer, Diddy Kong. Maybe King Dedede, Olimar, Ricard. That's, hold on, this is a lot. We need a reference. Paper Mario time, yippee, yippee. Hey, I thought I changed it to just chatting. It didn't save properly. There we go. Where's our browser? Where's our like Smash sources? That is not Smash. That is font I used. I think I was looking for font for Mario Kart. There's some Mario Kart figures. I think it's buried in one of my groups. Oh, there we go. I found it. And now I gotta change it to be the brawl. Oh, I turned on the webcam on this thing. It's here though. Where is it? There we go. Let's turn off our. Let's move this over. I had like the tourney scene. Yeah, tourney. Scope. All right, let's change this to say thanks for watching. Part 5. Alright. Part 6. Characters. Next. Paper Mario. The 1,000 Year Door. Alright. A lot of text right there. But yeah. Wait, how'd this come back? I thought I got rid of the tourney text. There we go. Alrighty. We were using the Smash Wiki to help us out with stuff. Oh, stages. Yeah, did Fire Emblem have a stage in Melee? Because I don't think it did. Doesn't look like it. So they were literally just borrowing Temple, right? Because when Roy came out, I don't think they had their own stage to really show up on for an unlockable. And these were past stages. Because I know Fire Emblem wasn't in 64 stuff. So yeah, it was just kind of borrowing. Also, the iconic menu from Melee. I don't even think I addressed the fact that Melee was the first game. Of course, my first Smash game. It was the first game that addressed, for me, when I first experienced challenges at all. So when I heard that first challenger approaching, that was like one of the first moments in my childhood where I was like, "Oh man, what's happening?" Like, "Oh shoot, what is this? Characters approaching. What is this black character?" I mean, not knowing what Game & Watch was like yet. Remember, bro, the Smash roster goes by when they debut. No, I didn't forget that. No, yeah, exactly what I was going for. Because like I had that. Where's the fighters? There we go. Because I was going off of this list. I was following this in order, which put us right where we need to be. So yeah, Meta Knight, Pit, Dark Pit was Smash 4. So Meta Knight, Pit, Zero Suit Samus, Wario, Snake, Ike, Pokemon Trainer, Diddy Kong. As far as like the Brawl representatives, like newcomers anyway, it ends with Wolf. So that's actually what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but they're gonna be counting as one. That's gonna be kind of weird. We'll count them as. I mean, there are 3 characters, but as far as like number, what does add 2 at the end of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There were 16 characters added when Brawl came out, like overall. That's a lot. So let's go into the Smash Wiki. And let's go to Smash Bros. Brawl. And we'll go to Fighters. I remember when Brawl was first coming out, there was like a demo for it to try at Walmart. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Those things in Walmart where it had like the things where like you have to break your neck to play a demo. It's the screen is way up there. That's where I first, like me and my cousin first watched one of like the trailer for it, and it had us really hyped because it had final smashes. Like it gave them like super moves to use. The smash ball was a thing. It was the biggest roster in the series to date. Because let's just read a part of what is right here. Most of the game's musical score was made up of newly arranged versions of pieces that originated in either video games starring a character featured in Brawl, with the remainder taken directly from original games. The new arrangements were composed in a collaboration between 38 renowned video game composers and has been critically acclaimed for its representation of different game generations in gaming history. Brawl really is just that game. I feel like it was the pinnacle of showcasing a lot of video game stuff in general, because it had the trophies, it had the masterpieces, it had the demos of games. Brawl wasn't just that game for Smash. Definitely a highlight. Brawl was the ultimate of our childhood, and Ultimate is the Hall of Famer of today. Because honestly, if you had a roster like Brawl going forward to the next game, I wouldn't be mad. Brawl had a really good roster. Zero Samus is here because it showed it for a second. The Wi-Fi connection. Where is? Okay, there we go. A limited edition release of the game came with an extra cardboard sleeve depicting all the characters available by default, and came with 2 postcards providing a biopic of Zero Suit Samus and Zelda. Alright, it went with like this version of Zelda. Very pretty, by the way. Giving a short summary of them and showing images of their spectrum moves. Brawls are fundamentally similar to its predecessor, Sweet Tacklers and Method Melee. Anyway, focusing on, let's see, Fighters. There we go. The cast of 35 playable characters, 39 is Zelda, Sheik, Samus, Xerxes, Samus, Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard are all treated as separate without counting the trainer itself. Includes 21 including Sheik, returning veterans from Melee, and 15 newcomers, 18 including transformation. Of these, 21 are starter characters. This is what we're gonna need right here. Okay, so starting characters in Brawl here. So according to this, so Diddy Kong is gonna be in there. Ike, King Dedede, Lucas. Lucas is a starter? They weren't even unlockable? Oh, here's what we go off of, actually, for the first one. We're gonna save this, actually. Oh, that's actually pretty big. Wait. So we're gonna save the image. Actually, it's a kind of small roster starting off, but it was what? I think it said 15, 18? 15 characters, but 18 if you count the transformations as separate things. Super Smash Bros. Series. Put you in the Legacy folder. For all starters, yep. Gonna keep that as a reference right here. Alright, so interesting. And Presence there, remember that? Wait, remember what? Because I've said a lot actually. Okay, so Meta Knight, Olimar, Hit, Pokemon Trainer. Those were all starters? Samus, Zero Suit Samus. Okay, so Zero Suit Samus is going to be covered in part 6. Probably, maybe. I have to really count this to be sure. Wario. Wait, so Diddy. Okay, Diddy was a starter. Smash 4. Alright, we gotta duplicate this tab. So going back. Starter characters already available. Okay, unlockable characters. We still gotta duplicate this. We gotta go back to like the Brawl as a whole. Alright, so unlockable characters in wait a minute. Fighters. Wait, why? Ness was so you had to unlock Ness and Marth. So Lucario is actually unlockable. The first game to feature third-party characters, both third-party characters, Solid Snake and Sonic the Hedgehog, are unlockable characters. Yep, Brawl was one that broke the mold. That featured more than just Nintendo. Okay, so Toon Link is unlockable. Wolf. Game & Watch is unlockable. Okay, so Sonic's gonna be like in the second or third part of Brawl. So if Melee needed 3 parts, Brawl is gonna probably need 3 parts too. Brawl might need 2 parts just for the starters alone. Like the base roster. We have to unlock Zero Suit Samus. Yeah, we just need this picture for the starting roster for that. Unlockable characters. Yeah, that was a challenger approaching screen in 64. This is them in Ultimate. That's the unlocking screen in Melee. What is your guys' favorite character unlock screen? Because I think nostalgia would tell me Melee. Like this one is really was eye popping. Morning, challenger approaching. Challenger approaches. This was what in Smash. This is how it showed up in 3DS. I forgot that's how it looked in 3DS, honestly. Smash 4, a new foe has appeared. It just felt like it had the most weight to it in Melee. Brawl's a close second though. With Challenger approaching, it's got like this whole almost like this detective show vibe where it's got the shadow and a red light behind them. That's cool too. The demo at Walmart, yeah, Alpha, I don't know. The N64 one was all I know, and so that's fair. And then Preston said maybe Falco. Well, as far as character like being unlocked, cool. I was asking like which game's unlock screen is like your favorite. I think it's a toss up between Melee and Brawl for me. Nothing against 4 and Ultimates, but it just felt like it like the sound associated with those and just like how they showed up, it just had more gravity to me. But Brawl, Smash 4, and Ultimate has the same challenger alarm sound. I thought it was the same like once it hit a certain game. This is okay. This is like unlockables in general for Melee. I don't need that tab anymore. Why you so? Here we go. I promise we're still getting into the 1,000 door. Let's just establish our newcomers here. Okay, this actually breaks it down pretty well here. Newcomers 18, Diddy Kong, Toon Link, Zero Suit Samus, Meta Knight, 18 Diddy, Wolf, Pokemon Trainer, Lucario, Lucas, Ike, Pit, Wario, Olimar, Rob, Snake, and Sonic, as far as our characters are concerned. But the next question is our starters. In the main roster, it looks like it's going to be Diddy Kong. As far as like being here first. Because I don't even think Meta Knight part of that. No, he is. Never mind. Meta Knight's gonna lead the pack. So Meta Knight, Pit. Okay. So Meta Knight, Pit. It's like maybe Warrior. Yep, base roster Warrior. Snake. No Snake. Do I hear Ike? You got Ike. You like Ike. Alright. Pokemon Trainer. Yep, that's 5. Let's see. Diddy Kong's base roster. Yep. So that's 6. Lucas's base roster. That's 7. And then would it be King DDD? Yeah. So that would be 8 right there. That is a lot, actually. Olimar would be 9 for base roster. And then I think it goes into unlockables from there. Yeah. So there's 9 newcomers, which we definitely cannot do it all in one go. I think what's going to be best is splitting up the veterans for Brawl, 2 streams, and then the unlockables might be 1 stream, possibly 2. So we got bare minimum of 3 parts for Brawl. The next part is going to be featuring, I think, the first 5 newcomers for Brawl. We'll have Meta Knight, Pit, Wario, Ike, Pokemon Trainer, and Diddy Kong. That might be like the 6. No, not 6. I'm gonna do 5 and 4. So maybe Meta Knight, Pit, Wario, Ike, and Pokemon Trainer, because that would actually be 7 characters technically, but it'd be 5. And then the other 4, Diddy Kong, Lucas, King DDD, and Olimar. And then the following part could be from there. Once I think Meta Knight, Pit, Wario, Ike would be the first 4. Then Pokemon Trainer, Diddy Kong, Lucas, King DDD, and Olimar for like part 5. Either way, it's gonna be 4 and 5. We'll figure it out. Alright, President, I think time with 1,000 door. Yes, indeed. President said Brawl for you. Nice. Good thing you're keeping track of Brawl traders for the next time. Yes, yes, absolutely. Sorry, I had all this text kind of messing with them. So you guys can see it. Where is the siding? There we go. The siding legacy part of 6 characters. I should have had it like this from the jump. I'm not sure if that text needs to be read. That's a lot going on. Well, that decided, there's 9 veterans for Brawl. That is actually a lot. That's not even including the newcomers. So, part 6 of Smash Legacy, I don't exactly know when it's going to be, but probably Monday if I had to put any sort of date to it. Let's just hope that I can continue to have, a good sleep schedule. So I'll feel good to do these streams, and we'll just keep the momentum going. But I'm going to take the advice of my boy 20, and we're actually going to be breaking away, taking a break right here, and going to be using the same stream. We're going to be going and playing Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door. So I'm gonna go to break here. The latest we're gonna be starting it is 9. So I want you guys to just kind of hang tight, and we're gonna be playing 1,000 Year Door. So excited! One of my favorite games ever. In just a little bit, we're gonna be playing up into where we can get to by like 10:30 ish, give or take. Anywhere between 10:30 to 11 at the absolute latest. So if we are able to go through the whole chapter 1, so be it. Excuse me. If we're able to go through the whole chapter 1, awesome. If we can't, so be it. This is basically going to be a way of me playing through 1,000 Year Door, giving you guys a kind of like a longer look at the beginning of the game. I feel like it's like a whole like tech demo. It's a new game, but it's not a new game. But we have access to the original game because it's a classic and it's a whole deal. So yeah, I'm gonna reiterate that same point once we get Paper Mario going in a little bit. But that's where we're at with Smash Legacy. Appreciate y'all watching this part of it. I'm glad I was able to get through those 5 characters before this part of Smash Legacy. Let me actually like switch back to this just so it makes sense. Yeah, like we showcased Young Link, Ganondorf, Mewtwo, Roy, and Mr. Game & Watch. That capped off our Melee roster. So we'll be playing the Brawl roster, starting with the next one. It actually does show the characters in order for the most part, because Meta Knight is there, and Pit. Zero Suit Samus is an unlockable character. Wario is there, then Ike is there, Pokemon Trainer, and Diddy Kong. So I could very well see myself getting to like Pokemon Trainer or Diddy, as it being 4 characters we do or 5 characters we do. Just kind of depends on what I feel like I'd be able to do on the next episode. But the Brawl roster is being tackled next time on Smash Bros. Legacy. But as far as now, this is going to be it. So if you're going to be joining us for a little bit for Paper Mario, I will be seeing you guys in just a little while. But if this is going to be it, then I am a Darsheen, aka Ayoshi969, signing out for now, but definitely not forever. Have a great rest of your night or day, depending on where you are. Stay safe. God bless. Keep on being awesome, and remember to be kind. Stay tuned for Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door. If you're gonna be watching with us, or if you're gonna be watching me play in just a little while. But if this is gonna be it, then you guys have a great night or day, depending on where you are. Regardless, I say to all you guys, stay safe. And to everyone, I will see you all next time.